Welcome to Sean on the Go and my updated review of the LS2 Valiant 2 helmet. I wanted to provide an update on a recall notice I recently received, as well as respond to a few viewer questions. One of the first questions I received was if the visor had any detents, which it does not. I do frequently ride with my visor cracked when I want a little fresh air, maybe for a little ventilation or any fogging that might come up, and I often ride with it open. Another question I had was wind noise, or how quiet the helmet is. It is a lower priced helmet, and as such I would say it's not exceptionally quiet. I typically ride a Goldwing. I do have a Bluetooth headset and I'll listen to music and make phone calls, but I will say when on my sport bike with full wind in my face, the phone calls are a little bit more difficult to hear, so the quietness level isn't maybe exceptional, but I would say it's acceptable. Another question that came up was fogging or using the anti-fog screen, which I've never used. Living on the West Coast, I don't deal with fogging too much. Maybe when I'm breathing on some really cold days, it might fog or steam up a little bit, which I typically crack it. On the Goldwing, that's not a problem at all, and on my sport bike, of course, with the wind flow, it's even less of a problem. As you can see from the recall notice, the LS2 Valiant 2 helmet is not part of the list down below. So the recall notice simply states that a third-party testing service deemed some of Bilt's helmets did not meet safety standards. So luckily, this helmet, or our helmet, is not included. So safe travels, and here is the rest of the helmet review. The large helmet, which is properly sized for me. And I bought it 2 weeks before a trip that I was taking. And it was about a 10 to 12 day trip. I think it was 11 days to be exact. And I will say it hurt my forehead quite a bit. It needed some time to break in. And I thought after 2 weeks on the bike it would be broken in, and it really wasn't. I really questioned whether I had the right helmet, the right size. Now that I've had it a year, I like it. The only complaint I have with this helmet, I will say, is when I'm riding and the wind is coming over the windshield, this will buff it a little bit. It's not the back here, this is out of the way. I don't often ride with this up. It's usually you're going to take a drink of water, something of that nature. But when this is up and I'm catching air, particularly on the sport bike or the Harley, because the windscreen is not too tall, and not so much on the Goldwing, this buffets a little bit and it bothers me. And how I really notice it is when I have the sun visor down. When the sun visor is down and this catches the air, there's a slight vibration and you really see it through here. If this is up, I don't notice it so much. So it's not the most critical thing, but it's the one thing I would say that bothers me. Other than that, I love the helmet, the weight, the look. Like I said, I have the Sena Bluetooth headset. I installed that myself. I think it's great. Microphone's right here. Little buttons are all here, and the little battery pack is on the back. Now, I've had this helmet for a year. I've worn it many, many times. I've done 5-day trips, 12-day trips, day trips, overnight trips. It's absolutely broken in, and I love the helmet now. Now, I do think it is a great helmet. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about why I chose this helmet. When I bought this helmet 1 year ago, I bought it for $350. As of today, the day I'm making the video, it's $380, so it's gone up not even 10%. I will say the color that you choose is quite the difference. The helmets right now on Amazon range anywhere from $310 to $380, depending on the color helmet you purchase. I went with the black because one of my motorcycles is black, one of my motorcycles is red, and one of my motorcycles are silver or gray, and this kind of goes with all of them. One of the primary features I was looking for is the modularity. You push the button down underneath here and it releases, and then when you flip this up, not only does it pop up the windscreen as well, this goes all the way back and you can see it's very aerodynamic. This does not sit on top of your head and catch the wind and buff it. It goes back, it actually locks into place, then when you want, you just pull it back forward and lock it into place. Very simple to do. It also, of course, has a built-in visor here. Tinted visor for your eyes, sunglasses. I have worn this with sunglasses, and it depends on your glasses, it's fine. Some of the ones I have do tend to hurt my ear because they're a little thicker, but it works with glasses or without. Another feature that was important to me was a quick release clamp. As you're probably well aware, most helmets have a D-ring. It takes a little time to undo, you have to take your gloves off. So this, you simply lift the button, pull it out, slide it back in. Once you've adjusted this, that's it. Lift and pull. Very, very simple. So you pull into the gas station, you and your 5 buddies are riding together, you got to take your gloves off, pull the D-ring off, get the gas going, get your credit card out, get a drink of water. With this, I simply undo it, don't even need to take the gloves off, and you can pull your helmet off, but it's not actually necessary because usually I can get a drink of water and do most of what I want just through here. I did buy a large helmet that is suited or sized to my head, but if you've never had a modular helmet, one thing I will say is you do want to grab and open it up. You kind of give it a little pull it open, stick it on your head, and then of course clasp it. And quick release, just like that. And then when you take it off, same thing. You latch it down, and then when you go to take it off, you lift it up and pull and lift. If you try to put the helmet on with this down and engaged, it's a very tight fit. I could get it on, but trust me, my ears aren't going to feel very good. I can squeeze my head in here. But right now, my ears are kind of creased up against my head. So that's one thing that you need to do when you put a modular helmet on, at least if it's properly sized. If it's a little bigger, a little loose on you, maybe you don't have to worry about that. As you can see from the accessories here, I've never put this tinted visor on because you already have a tinted sunscreen right here. I use this all the time. I sometimes wear my sunglasses because they have a reader built in and I need to read my GPS, but I use this probably 80% of the time. I've never even installed this one. And the fog insert here to help not fog up. I've ridden in rainy days, all kinds of weather. I've never felt the need to use this. I've never had my helmet fog up on me. I might have a situation where maybe it's a little steamy, I might crack it just a smidge, but I've never had an issue not being able to see out of it other than excessive rain. So there you have it. The LS2 Valiant 2 modular helmet, currently on Amazon for about $380 in black, as cheap as $310 depending on the color, and up to about $400. I really like the helmet. You've got adequate vents, and it really has performed well for me on all different motorcycles. Motorcycles with fairings, windscreens, and motorcycles without. Here are all the accessories that come with a Valiant 2 helmet. As you can see, the helmet comes with a clear visor. They also offer a tinted visor, as well as an anti-fog shield, a nice soft carrying case, as well as a backpack. It also has a neck insert that you can put around your neck of the helmet to help cold air from coming in when riding in cold weather conditions. Here's a short time-lapse video showing the unpacking of the helmet and some of the accessories, including the backpack. If you like this type of video, click the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to get updates on my newest adventures. So there you have it. The LS2 Valiant 2 modular helmet, currently available on Amazon for $380, as cheap as $310 depending on the color you choose. I think it's a great helmet. Once it broke in and didn't hurt my forehead anymore, it's been a terrific helmet. I absolutely love it. And when it's time to get a new one, I would seriously consider the exact same helmet again.